I'm excited to bring you the only two builders in this entire community in the gated section here at River Ranch Trails in Dayton, Texas. We're talking about Coventry Homes and Empire Homes, and they've got some unique features that I am just thrilled beyond belief to show you today. So Coventry's got a whole brand new set of plans here in their 45 and 50 foot sections, and Empire Homes has some lovely 1 and 2 story plans, all with 3-car garages. So that's unique. Not everybody does that here in the Houston area, but when they do, I try to feature it because it turns out a lot of people like 3-car garages around here. Coventry obviously is one of my favorite builders in the Houston area. Empire is top 2. They've just got all sorts of different communities here, and their plans are great. Their price point is great, and you really can probably find what you want with either of those builders. This is just a massive community, River Ranch Trails. They are going to continue to grow for the next many years, I believe. They're just going to keep growing into new sections. And so I'm going to follow them along the journey and see how they progress. It is a lagoon community, so that's up front towards the front of the community, and then they're just kind of working their way back and spreading out in this community all the way down to the major freeways around here. So if you're ready to go see these, let's go do it. Well, it turns out both of the builders here are bringing out the big boys for their model homes, their absolute largest plans in this section. As far as exterior goes, they did a stucco and brick combination here, which is lovely. They've got a couple of plans that feature that type of elevation, which I think is neat. This is a brand new floor plan to my channel. I haven't featured it before. Very newly developed, and I love keeping you in the loop with that because it is just constantly changing. This is the Howard plan. We're talking about 22 square feet. This one is 5 beds, 3.5 baths. There's a flex room down on the first floor, game room up top with a 2-car garage here. Let me know what you think. Enjoy. Up next is Empire's largest floor plan in this section. We're talking about the Alder plan, 3170 square feet. It's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath. It's got a study, game room, and a media room, all with 3-car garages like I mentioned before. They kind of similarly to Coventry went with a stucco and brick combination to kind of keep the theme going here for this gated section. Let me know what you think. Enjoy. Empire has a few one-story plans available right this moment. So that is one of the inventory homes that we are looking at now. This is the Aspen plan. It's 2423, great size for a one-story, 4-bed, 3 baths. It's got a covered patio out back with, of course, a 3-car garage. Let me know what you think. Enjoy.